Here we go again. Hit the thumbs up, hit the sub, hit the bell. You know what to do. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Now, excuse me while you hear the fan in the background in the water moving. That's right, I'm laying in the bathtub, relaxing instead of working out. My body's sore. Now, let's really get into the video. We got Bud Crawford possibly fighting Vergil Ortiz. If Vergil Ortiz can beat Maurice Hooker in his next fight, what do I think about this? I think that this fight is ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about. As talented as I believe Bud Crawford is, as skilled as I believe he is, as good as I believe he is fights like this and possibilities of setting up fights like this that make me question him now. It truly makes me question him. You've got a man with 37 bouts, legitimate 37 bouts, who have fought world champion, beat world champions, been a 3-division undisputed champion, fighting a guy who, if he can come through the Hooker win, will only have 17 bouts. It'll be his 18th fight stepping in there with a guy like Bud Crawford for the biggest step up he's ever had. This shit is such a fucking landslide. I like Vergil Ortiz. I think this dude has a great future in boxing. I think one day he may be amongst the best of them. I think he probably will have a world title. But to put him in there with Bud this soon, this early, he's not going to win. He is not going to win. I don't care how hard he hits. I don't care how good he looks against the lower opposition he has fought. He is not going to do anything against Bud. Bud is too talented. He's too dynamic. He's too smart. And Bud has shown the ability to switch up and recalculate the way he fights after he is hurt. In other words, what I'm saying is, after Bud has been hurt, possibly dropped in the couple of fights he's been dropped, he comes back to put on a one-sided ass whooping on a few dudes who have been able to drop him. He turns on to another fucking switch when he gets hurt. It's like you are waking a sleeping giant, as they say. A bear that was hibernating, you poke him with a stick and now he's up and hungry because he slept all through winter and he's ready to feast, and you're right there with your little stick and nothing to do to stop the bear from getting on top of you and mauling you. That's what's going to happen to Vergil Ortiz. He's going to get mauled. He's going to get punished. And 9 times out of 10, he will get knocked out. And if Bud beats a guy like Vergil Ortiz, I give him absolutely no credit. Zero. I don't give him credit because Vergil Ortiz himself is not proven himself to be good enough to be in the ring with Bud. Now you can say, well, how does a young guy prove himself if he doesn't take the risk? No, see, that's not what I'm saying. I give Vergil Ortiz all the credit in the world. And if by some slim chance he does win, that just speaks leaps and bounds of how good he's actually going to become as he matures into the division. However, we're not talking about Vergil Ortiz daring to be great. We're talking about Bud Crawford taking an easy-ass challenge, or at least what should be an easy-ass challenge, and a young Vergil Ortiz who just doesn't have the experience. He does not have the experience to get in there. At least with a Teofimo Lopez, he beat a world champion. And Richard Comey, he went in there, he got seasoned by was it Nakatani that he fought? He had Nakatani, Comey, and then he got in there with Lomachenko and won the fight. Even a young guy like Teo still had little step-ups to get to that point. Vergil is just going to jump into the deep end. And I guarantee you he's going to have no way of swimming. He needs to be not in the shallow end, but in the mid-waters, to where if he can't keep his head above the water, he can still touch the ground with his tippy toes. He's going to sink and get drowned. Terence is going to smell blood and devour him like the shark he is whenever that Vergil goes out there to swim in the deep end. It's just, it is what it is. It's not a good matchup. And to me, I can't keep saying it. Like, I am tired of defending Bud Crawford and the weak opposition that he chooses to fight. Vergil Ortiz fans, do not take what I'm saying as a disrespect to Vergil, because, again, I will restate like I just said earlier. I give Vergil all the credit in the world. I think this boy has the potential to be special. But, again, I must state this. This is a step too far. This will not be competitive. By the fourth, fifth round, it will be one-sided. Experience is the name of the game, and Bud has way too much. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Again, I'm going to end it where I began. I'm tired of it.